G'day disc golf fans and welcome back to Park Media's coverage brought to you by Guff Ballarat. This is the 2024 Aussie Open being played at the dry and wooded Mundaring Disc Golf Course in Western Australia. My name is Matty Faz and sitting to my right is a man who thought Levi Stout was a craft beer before the start of this round. Jason Wiedner, what's going on?
Not too, pretty good, thanks, Matty. We just get a good look at the Mundaring truck there, one of my favourite sites out that way. There's a bit happening as Pekka Hyvänen took off, but there's a bit happening on the chase cards as well, Matty.
Yeah, we see Blake
Houston and Nestori Tukinen.
Yeah,
one of my favourite disc golf names.
One local and one visitor hot on the tails of Pekka.
We'll keep you posted and watch that unfold as best we can. Hole 10's a par 4. Up and over sometimes, as you see where Levi's pointing, but there is a left-hand route as well, which is quite an easy part.
Yeah, and if you watch the front nine coverage of this final round, you know that there wasn't a lot of scoring happening. And just for your information, viewers, a 995 rates as an even score on this course. But
wowzers.
But the back nine does get a little easier, so it should be an exciting finish.
Yeah, and you can see those discs bouncing around in the wind, which is probably why they're not taking the high route today, I'd say.
Yeah, keeping it low and safe.
As Max Regitny takes the mound.
Yeah, and so much demand to be a truly two-sided player on this course, and he hates it as soon as it left.
Jackie's just not in a good place, is he?
As soon as the plastic left the skin, and yeah, the body language just not improving.
And look at that wind in the background there. Eddie's doing plenty. There's tournament director Kyle Herbison there, just behind Max.
Oh, is there anything he didn't do at this event?
Not that I'm aware of. Not that I'm aware of. He's wearing the eruption shirt because he hasn't slept since, so... As Max gets one on down the hill and just creeping away to give himself a little bit of a look there.
And Levi kind of looks like a young Ed Helms, doesn't he, Levi Stout?
He does a little, yeah. Future Chris Hart, maybe.
Yeah.
Looks like he could also get a starring role in Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah, Frankie Muniz lookalike for sure. So this hole playing a little under par, 0.52 under par, Jace.
Yeah, as the Finnish version of Corey Worthington takes his second.
Yeah, 57% of the field taking birdie on this one today. As I said, the difficulty does alleviate on this back nine.
And this would be one that they players would be hoping to birdie, I reckon. Sorry, Matty, I reckon.
Yeah, especially coming out of that very difficult front nine.
Is that for his second or third? Second. So, yeah, he got a long way down for a shot that he absolutely hated.
Yeah, riding is good fortune as Max has this for birdie.
He's going to go full stab at this one. Yeah, it's just an arm extension, isn't it?
Yeah, he really goes from low to high and has it nice and flat.
Comes straight from the chest. Straight from the chest, straight from the heart.
Yeah.
So he's...
sort of feeling in his putt.
He's essential, this golfer, Matty. So a birdie look for Jackie Chan just to get himself back on the right path.
Yeah, just to bring a bit of morale back to his round.
Yes.
All right.
And that's a very confident looking putt. And a spring returns to his step.
Yeah, we just want to see him enjoy himself at least in these final 8 holes.
So, yeah, low percentage play there for Pekka. And a drop in will give him a par. As Levi, so Pekka the only par on that hole. Levi taking the birdie as well. And just looking at the other scores as well on on hole 10. Matty, the two guys that are chasing him down, Blake Houston and Nestori Tukanen, both birdieing that hole too. So this contest is on like Donkey Kong, Matty.
Correct, and we move into hole 11 here, par 4. It's nothing you haven't seen before at this course. We start in the woods, we move on out of the woods, and we end up back in the woods. Levi taking the box for the first time today.
Oh, he's got a good roll there.
Another cool dye job on that disc.
Yeah.
Appreciating that.
Now the forehand's being definitely the more popular option today. I'm just wondering if the wind's got something to do with it.
Yeah, nice one from Max. And this one, 48% of the field taking birdies this round.
That's a good little whip from Jackie. Yeah, that's going to be out there too. So 4 discs in very similar spots there, I would imagine.
Yeah, 2 easiest holes on the course to open this back 9.
Right. Yeah, nothing says easy like a 218-metre par 4 in the trees, Matty.
Demanding both sides shots. Yeah, pretty good there inside circle.
Yeah, easy for some. Easy for some, we'll say. As Pekka takes his approach.
Yeah, all about the depth here.
This hole just become familiar to me as the hole with the crazy world teams throw-in. I'm pretty sure. Pat on the back for that one. You remember that one, Matty?
I don't. I think I was on a date.
I think it was a Swedish, Norwegian. Knut van Halen it was. Norwegian. Had a big throw-in from about that spot that Jackie threw it from. Knut. We'll go with Knut. I'm being told by my researchers here.
A nice flat release there from Levi, relying on the disc stability.
Look at that ground play. It is vicious, isn't it?
Yeah, they should be well adjusted to the firmness of the ground by now, as Jackie has a long look for birdie here.
Come on, Jackie boy. It's a little low.
Was dead on.
Oh, it was just a little high, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It was a little floaty number.
that one could have caught on his day. Just hasn't been his day.
No. And that stabby putt from Max, it's really, it's starting to be a game changer, isn't it?
It is, and that's 2 in a row, and he's very much keeping in touch with the leaders here. Pekka doing what a leader must do.
Yeah, so a birdie there for Pekka as we wait for Levi to finish off his part. So all 3 leaders birdieing that one. So no change to the overall leaderboard, but this is still a very tight battle, Matty. It's all happening.
Yeah, it is as we roll along into hole 12. Second par 3.
Did you say par 3?
Of the round. Yes, I did. Second par 3 of the round.
It's not a typo?
It is not a typo, just confirming. Playing across the fairway here. Pretty much a straight backhand, I reckon, for all these guys.
Yeah, 126 metres, not a huge tester for these lads, but obviously shape, which Max is displaying.
Yeah,
This is
and
the
he's
exact shape you're after. Look at this run.
Oh,
Yes.
goes long. That was a mid-range, I'm sure
That
of
was
it.
sensational.
MD3, I reckon.
And watching a disc fly like that, Matty, is exactly why we love this sport, isn't
Oh, it's addictive.
it? As our leader steps up, he looks like he's got a bit more turn on this one.
Yeah, trying to replicate Max's shape there.
But he's got a nice kick.
Yeah, friendly one. Need a bit of luck at this stage of the tournament.
Yep. And Levi Stout, who is not a craft dark beer. He's going the forehand there, so...
Yeah, a little too stable at the end there. Now, was that a Mako 3?
It was, Matty. You would see that from a mile away, wouldn't you? You could smell it through the microphone. So, yeah, lay up for our leader there. Smart disc golf from Pekka Hyvänen.
Yeah. Wants to consolidate, and Jackie, who's pretty much a non-factor now, I regret to say. Now, Levi can be put on notice with this.
Oh, a little high again.
All right, for 3 in a row.
Yeah, I could watch this putt all day long. Hope I can put a curse on him there. Yes, Max.
Safe as houses.
It's a very, very solid putt. And it's keeping him right in this. Only 3 shots.
Yeah, taking another one off of Pekka's, what was originally I believe a 5-stroke
Yeah, it was
lead.
5 coming into this round. As Jackie makes solid par. And the good news for Pekka is, as he taps in his par, is that his 2 running mates, or rivals at the moment, that are chasing him down have both parred this hole as well. So, no change to the leaderboard yet again. And Pekka getting off a little lightly there. As we go to hole 13, it's a par 4, starting in the tree line. Mando tree there, just on your left. And this doesn't look that bad on the camera, but that is a vicious uphill to a fairly unguarded basket.
Yeah, playing deceptively difficult. 0.3 over par with only 13% of the
As
field.
we get a look at
carding.
Australia's favourite Luke Bain in the background there.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Luke.
He's always just trying to find some camera time, isn't he?
He manages to find it, yeah. He's never too far away.
Now, the wind is a factor on this hole. You could see it
And that is an uphill roost, isn't it?
just mushing. Yeah, the 168 is definitely not as long as it plays.
That's a pretty good yeet from Pekka.
Yeah, with the lack of height to work with off the tee, getting the distance required to attack on that second shot's made pretty difficult. Watch the whiplash form here from Levi. As he
I'll be watching now that you've mentioned it.
gets the chance to really pump one.
Yes. It's almost... reminds you a little bit of a young Ryan Hart, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
The
It's
way he whips that
great comparison.
arm around. The way he's missed those last 2 putts as well. Sorry,
Cheap
Ryan.
shot.
Sorry, Ryan, if you're watching, mate.
Yeah, pretty good from Jackie. Now, Max needs to go full send here.
Yeah, he does, because he's driving about 38 metres, I think.
Oh,
and
doesn't get over on it
Geez,
enough.
he's got it moving, but that's going to give himself a putt. Yeah, he's got a fair bit of distance on that one. And Levi looking to go skyward.
Yeah, you're going to see that whiplash once again.
Oof. And not working out.
No crack on that.
Tree says no. So he decides to forehand flick just out into the open there. I think he's still taking another branch, so a little bit of a meltdown there for...
Yeah, it'll be a bogey best case scenario, and Jackie trying to force one up. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's not a bad result. For your second, or is it third?
That was his second, yes.
So Pekka, who had the drive of the bunch, his forehand entry, flashing past the basket. He's not going to let him have a crack at him easy, is he?
No, he needs to defend that lead. Levi might be trying to throw that one in. Still not getting all the way up that hill.
This will test Max.
Heat check for
And
4 in a
stab
row.
putt. Oh, he couldn't, could he? He couldn't.
Left to right wind.
Oh! Just out of stabbing range there, unfortunately.
Had the disc at the right angle.
Oh, Jackie.
Another air bud there for Jack.
Oh, and a cage hit for Levi, so this is not a good hole, and this will just about drop him out of contention.
I tend to agree.
Just an interesting decision to go up and over the trees there, and one he probably still thinks about to this day.
Yeah, when you're young and full of bounce, the self-belief can get you get into some trouble.
It can. So a birdie there on hole 13 for Pekka. So good news for him, Blake Houston with the par, but Nestori Tukanen taking the birdie. So following him and keeping that 2-shot buffer.
Yep, as we go along now, hole 14, it's another par 3, 110 metres. You've got...
We're going back into trees, matey.
Left to right moving... yeah. I was trying to think of something creative there.
Sorry, mate. There's no other way to say it. This one gettable, though, at 110. All these guys with a boom forehand.
Pretty standard forehand highs a play here, and I hope he called 4 on that shot.
And it is starting to... Geez, it's happening on the other cards too, Matty. I feel like I've just got a feeling we've got a close finish coming up. Are you feeling that?
I mean, we've been in the game long enough now. I think we can back our intuition.
Yeah, absolutely.
/ of prior knowledge of the results.
There's a low humming number from Max finds its way in.
Yeah, pretty easy hole this one. 48% of the field getting the birdie. The guys at the top will be wanting this one bad.
Yep, Jackie leaving a little wide there. Levi stout to bounce back.
This looks good.
In it comes.
Good to see marks his discs.
Oh, nice shape on that from Max. And his putting is really what's kept him in it, isn't it?
Yeah, on his back 9.
Jackie just sends one up there. He'll be happy to take a par. Oh, boom for Levi. And there he is bouncing back up to that pretty ordinary hole 13. So he'll be happy with that, the young fella.
Yeah, nice to see.
Oh, and look out. Pekka's not going anywhere.
Clutch.
Very, very, very clutch. And he's remained cool as a cucumber, so...
Yeah, looks unfazed at the moment.
He moves out to 18 under, and he's not going to give up any sort of lead anytime soon, I would imagine.
No, I haven't seen a lot of Pekka on any coverage, but he looks like a pretty cool customer.
Yeah, and like we said, plenty happening on the back in the background on the other cards. So very exciting finish this is shaping up to be as we're getting sport for par 3s all of a sudden, Matty. 120 metres. Par 3 is hole 15.
And this is a tough one. Only 13% of the field managing the birdie on the day.
Pekka with the box.
Oh, if that holds, I love it.
That's how you want to play it. Oh, have a look at that.
Yeah, it's such a technical... Yeah, he's opted with the flex, but I like the hyzer flip personally, as does Levi.
He's switched on all of a sudden, hasn't he, Pekka?
The problem with the hyzer flip here is I think there's a pretty strong left to right. You saw it get pushed down immediately as soon as Levi released it. Looks like
I reckon this guy's have the shot. I reckon this guy's got the shot.
Yeah, he looks like he's going for the hyzer flip as well as he fakes us out.
Bit of turn. Ooh,
He got
too
it turning
much.
quickly, but a little too much.
Is that a Mako 3, Matty?
A little too sharp to be a Mako
It
3.
It is. I can see that now.
Get out of the way, Jackie.
He's done a wonderful job of blocking that entire flight. Did not want us to reveal that disc at all. Not interested in having a look.
The lack of catch cam tells me it didn't go where it was intended to go. As Levi,
Through a tiny little window. Should clean up for par. Jackie with what we call in the business a half run.
He looks a little over it, doesn't he,
He
Jackie?
does. Ready to go home. As Max has a stab at his birdie putt. I reckon he's got this.
The forward parry, as you like to call it.
Oh. Just didn't have enough on it in the end.
No.
And Pekka, if he could birdie this, it'd be really difficult. Oh, just floated one on in.
That would have been a statement from our leader. Yeah, no birdies there. Pretty predictable given the difficulty and scoring on the hole for the day.
Yeah, we go now to 16, so only 3 holes left in this tournament. This is a par 5, 261 metres, good heavens, as we go up around to the left. And we're going back in on the trees. This should be no surprise to anyone.
Mando on the left there to be noted, so you are forced into the woods. There's no shirking the technicality as we have a quick look at the final round leaderboard.
Yeah, so Pekka with a 2-shot lead over Nestori Tukinen with 3 to play, and Blake Houston 2 shots behind him. And I would suggest they'd be the only 3 guys in it at this stage, Matty.
Yeah, fair to say.
So interesting to see. We're following Pekka here, and we get to a first-hand look at how he handles that pressure of being in the lead.
Yeah, that's all that's needed off the tee here. Where you do land after that first shot will dictate what you throw on the second. Levi with a bit more height. He did get further left, but leaves himself with more distance on his second shot.
Oh, just catching a branch there, and that's going to cost him a little. Jackie sends one, looks long. Oh, it's nice. Oh, it's perfect. Just ignore me, Jackie. Great shot.
Yeah, that just faded at the perfect time, didn't it?
Yep, sensational. Could be back here, our boy, Jackie Chen. Little late, but he's back.
Oh,
Max takes another tree.
And that may have actually got him inside the Mando, that little nick. Yeah, not looking good for our 4th placed player there, Maxi.
And that's an ambitious send. Oh, he's come back in.
Yeah, that's where you want to be, inside that tree line.
Yep.
And showing off some steely nerves here, Pekka.
Yeah, he's out there to have a crack.
As Levi gets well inside the Mando.
Yeah, it's got a nice shape on it, that shot.
Almost pushes out into the clearing, which should be beneficial for his 3rd. Jackie looking like flexing one around here.
Oh, Jackie.
Oh, eagle opportunity.
Oh, yes.
What?
Oh, he's gone long. The downhill catching it there. He's obviously got some...
That was an albatross run. Insane couple of shots from Jackie. He's clearly relaxed into his losing tournament.
Oh, Max with a couple of good kicks
I know
there.
that feeling well. I'll loosen up because...
When the underworld rollers start coming at you, man. When you start telling yourself it's the obvious play. And that was a pretty ordinary shot.
That was an unforced error, but maybe forced by the pressure of the current situation for Pekka.
Yeah, a bit of pressure to produce that dog water.
Ooh. And that was a run from Max. I hazard a guess.
So tries to clean up here. Ooh.
Yeah, I have to settle for par there,
Is the
Pekka.
pressure just starting to mount, Matty?
Eagle putt for Jackie.
And he, just as he's run, he blasted past the basket. And Levi for an eagle. Matty, that's how you play the hole.
Yeah. Doesn't mean a lot at this point for Levi. But always good to have a bit of purple on the card. Apart from the money, of course.
Yep, bit of cash.
This is the Australian Open after all.
The Aussie Open, Matty, for 2024. As Jackie makes an attempt to put an end to this hole with a birdie. So a couple of flashing shots there, but that was a birdie. It felt like he missed 4 times.
Yeah, his first 2 shots were just that damn good as we go into the second to last hole now, hole 17, par 3, 122 metres. Very similar to one of the earlier par 3s here. Big backhand hyzer for the righty.
And yeah, so the bad news for Pekka there is both the guys chasing him, Tukinen and Blake Houston, the local, have both birdied that hole. So another shot they take. 3 shots the difference.
Yeah,
And 1 shot the difference respectively. So they're on the charge and they're coming after him.
Building the drama.
So it needs to stay clean on this par 3.
And this is not an easy one with only 4% of the field getting the birdie on the day and playing as the equal third most difficult hole on the course.
Yeah, just meaning it's a tough birdie, Matty. Probably not many bogeys, but yeah, really tough birdie.
Yeah, with that hazard green that they have to...
It's on the back side of that hill, the basket, so the landing zone's pretty tough.
Yeah, and it goes downhill, so controlling the way the disc lands sets the challenge here. He's stoked to be in Australia.
Yep. As Max leads us off with the first of the birdie attempts.
Goes for it.
Oh. Stop. Circles up not too badly.
Don't want to overdo that putt.
Yeah, it wasn't a great putt from Jackie.
Yeah, you could see the hesitation and Pekka looks like he's just laying that one up there with the hazard in the background.
Bit of a tournament layup there.
Levi with the green light though. Motioning to the heavens.
So players all looking to clean up here. And I'll be interested to see what else has happened on this hole for the other cards because
that's not the max we've seen this round.
that's not. That is not a Max Rigetnik putt.
And I think that dashes his hopes.
It does. It does. Would have needed something special, Matty, from there.
Yeah, it looks like a 3-horse race at this point, Jace.
Well, interested to see how those horses went on this one, being one of the more difficult holes. You'd imagine pars all the way. The worst that could happen is someone bogeyed, but I'm just getting word now that that is the case, Matty.
Correct.
Pars for Blake Houston and Nestori Tukinen. So, yeah, still a 3-in-1 shot lead. Coming into 18, and it would take something disastrous from this point, Matty, you would have to think.
And look, disaster's not out of the question here. Most difficult hole on the course.
Is it?
Playing over a full stroke over par.
Yeah, a lot of OB. Very skinny approach here and an island green from what I understand.
Yeah, and we've seen the footage from the World Teams event here and the mistakes that can be made and the punishment that can happen as we head. One
Absolutely.
final look at the leaderboard here. Gosh, anything could happen on this very difficult par 5.
Geez, Blake's 3 shots, so he's playing for a mistake from Pekka, isn't he? Tukinen's in the best spot outside of Hyvönen, but let's just wait and see because we all know what can happen on this hole.
Look, it would take a pretty severe hiccup from Pekka to let Blake in, but yeah, they haven't made this last one easy for the boys.
Levi pushes one down, and I think, is that in play? That's OB.
Yeah, you don't have as much fairway to work with as you think, and you can see the boys going with the putters.
Yeah, needing to lay up there. That's a better spot for Jackie.
All right, Pekka. Looks like a mid-range, stable. Plays it pretty safe to the
Needs
right.
to pull up.
Yeah, good.
And that's a good, confident first shot from our leader. As Max pushes one out there. And it needs to drop. Yeah, so Levi just pushing it too long there. But Jackie will be first up for the second shots. He pushes that right-hand side, but should be fairly safe.
Yep, that is the safer side. If you're going to make a mistake, you want it to be on that right-hand side.
Gutsy shot from Max.
That was really relying on the flex and turn.
Pretty safe landing spot.
Awesome shot from Max.
So this is probably the most important shot of the competition, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
And he needs that to get stable real quick.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yep, put the sunnies back on. It is real, son. He's gone OB on his second, so he'll be throwing 4 from up there. But he can still par that, maybe.
And Levi from
the drop zone. Just showing a few carnival tricks there.
Yeah.
So this has now become the most important shot.
Yeah, throwing 4 now.
Just going with the safe option.
Pretty conservative. As Jackie hoping to finish on a high note after a pretty disappointing final round. Pushes that forehand, gets to the green. And he'll have a birdie look. Levi just giving him the commendation he deserves. And Max, who's played the perfect hole so far, will be attacking the green with this forehand. Needs to get to ground.
Oh, I don't know about that one. That's OB as well, Matty.
Yeah, we probably should mention it is an island hole on the approach.
It is an island. It is.
Marked by those big chunks of wood you see surrounding the green.
As Levi throws his 4th.
That is so unlucky.
Jeez, that's stiff. Word has come in that the chase card has already completed this hole, Matty. And I can tell you that as we wait for Pekka to have his shot.
So throwing 5 and
get on.
Oh,
I don't think it has. Oh, it's gone OB again.
He hasn't given it enough beans.
What I'm about to tell you becomes super important now. The story Tukinen has taken an 8 on that hole, so he's out of contention.
An 8.
But the big news I have is that local Blake Houston has parred the hole.
And Max...
And I'm a little out of touch of how many shots Pekka's had, but...
I think he's about to throw 6.
I think he'll be throwing 7.
7, sorry, just on a recount there.
He'll be throwing 7, so he'll be... He needs to get this in to take the outright win. A layup will only get him a playoff with Blake Houston, so it has definitely happened on hole 18. And Blake Houston has come from nowhere.
On his home course, Blake.
So he's sitting on 15 under and he's in the sheds as he gives it a run, but it's not good enough.
So Pekka's going to take an 8. That's going to take him down to 15.
Yep. And put him level with Blake Houston. So as Levi Stout takes his bogey. We are, Matty, we're going to a playoff.
Incredible. I did not see that
I'm
coming.
blown away. As Jackie finishes with a birdie and puts in a great tournament. Geez, we loved watching him play, didn't we?
We did, really did for the first 2 rounds, and I'm not sure what happened in this last one.
Yeah, just a bit of fatigue maybe. Speaking of people we love watching play disc golf, Max Rigitnik has been pretty solid as well.
Yeah, definitely showed some chops throughout. Hope we can have him visit our lovely land sometime in the future.
And a triple, a very, very unwanted triple for Pekka Hyvänen there, dropping him back to 15 under, as we mentioned. Puts him at level pegging with Blake Houston from Australia, the local Western Australian.
Yeah, and he looks understandably flat, but he has to perk up for a playoff.
Yeah, so 11 down for Jackie Chen, Max Rigitnik, and Levi Stout were what they finished on for the Aussie Open. And Pekka, as we mentioned, geez, look at the back end of that round there. Not a lot of green. And a brown. You don't want to see brown on your round, do you, Matty?
I think you'd rather see brown on his underpants at that stage. And we get a final look at the leaderboard here. You got Pekka and Blake, as we said before, both finishing on 15 under, going into a playoff tied for first. Nestori, who blew up as well with a triple of his own.
Knut Van Halen and Canadian Thomas Gilbert finish on 12 under. A shot in front of Luke Bain, Australia's favourite Luke Bain.
Hot round there for Lukey Bain too at 6 under.
Absolutely, big round, and he loves a big occasion. And like I said, when he knew that camera was on him, you know, that's when things change for Bainey.
Yeah, that would have been a 1060, 1070 odd round from Luke, so great to see.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a playoff.
And as we see Blake on camera there, just talking to Luke Bain, he's well, he'd be excited because he wouldn't have thought one hole ago that he was any chance, Matty.
That's why we love the game. Anything can happen at any point.
Yep.
So what we've got here, Jace, we're lapping hole 1 and hole 18. Hole 1, an easy par 5. Hole 18, a diabolical par 5.
Yeah, right. It should find us the separation we need anyway.
I can't see them doing too many laps of this.
So Pekka goes off first. As we've got quite the gallery watching there.
Now, we've seen Blake plenty on coverage before.
And we should mention that this is his home course, Matty.
So you'd have to expect he feels pretty confident. As both get out of the gap on their first.
Oh, is that early from Pekka?
Yeah, a little low.
No, it's not going to cut roll, is it?
I think it landed pretty flat.
Yep.
Settles, and he still doesn't have I'd say, a positive body language about him.
You know, is Blake going to do something silly and we know he's got the power, or is he just going to just play next to Pekka there and just sort of hope for a mistake?
Yeah, that's his Raptor in hand. Oh, he's overturned that.
It's turned.
Shockingly.
Hit a tree.
Oh, it did hit a tree.
Almost on cue.
Oh, that could have been really bad, but yeah.
It could have been.
Pretty lucky break. Now,
He yeeted that.
Pekka has the skinny hyzer to the basket here, hooking around the trees to the left, and Blake will have a lot more airspace to work with.
He's pushing.
And he's
pushing.
Oh, I like it, Jace.
Yep.
I like it heaps.
It's on.
God, he's gone long there. What a mush.
Yeah, that was a sweet drive, that was.
Confident too.
Yeah, about 140 plus the basket there, Matty.
Yeah, my call there is probably 8 meters for his putt and puts all the pressure on Blake.
Yeah, so Luke Bain on the bag there for Blake. That's the sort of positive vibes you want in a playoff, isn't it, Matty? Bit of Bainey.
Yeah, sure is.
And, of course, on Team Discraft this year, Blake Houston. This is his Venom he's throwing.
Oh, he discovered the Venom pretty recently and just instantly fell in love with it. Oh, no.
He's burnt that over too.
I think that... Oh, it just...
Oh, that's
no,
down.
it doesn't.
That's down under the bridge with the trolls.
I thought it beat the OB in that all, but decides it, I think.
Oh, you would think so, Matty.
He's throwing 5 here.
This will be throwing 5, and Pekka should have a pretty easy. Could probably even take a layup, couldn't he?
Yeah, he doesn't even need a birdie now, Pekka. Still going through the motions. Yeah, he'll feel as though it's a bit of an anticlimax, won't he, after that comeback?
Well, he will, but he probably would have been felt himself pretty lucky to just get a shot at the playoff at all, I would say.
You're right. He wasn't a contender for most of the tournament, but when presented with an opportunity...
Exactly right. And Pekka just had to wait one extra hole.
And I imagine he's just awash with relief right now, Pekka.
Yeah, it's a long way to come across the other side of the world to torch a tournament in one hole, so he'd be pretty happy he got over the line there. And is he going to run this putt, or is he just going to... Yeah, he's going to lay that up.
And that'll do it in the playoff. 2024 Aussie Open Champion, Finnish player.
Yep, in a playoff. One hell of an anticlimax when they lay up like that, but I guess it's smart disc golf.
We see Chris Finn with a didgeridoo.
Presenting him with his trophy. Good luck getting that on the plane, Pekka. Yeah, from Chris Finn, local Chris Finn there. So, yeah, that's how we wind up the Aussie Open. I mean, 10 minutes ago, Matty, we thought it was an easy, comfortable win for Pekka, but to a playoff it went, but it wasn't to be for the local Blake Houston.
No, that's just modern disc golf for you. It's never just the front runner anymore. There's always a multitude of players in the hunt. You need to be on for almost a full 18 holes.
And pressure can do amazing things, but we thank you wherever you've joined in or tuned in around the world. To this coverage from all of us at Parked Media. We have a big thank you to Guff for making this coverage possible, and we appreciate all their help. I've been Jason Wiedner.
I've been Matty Faz.
And until next time, we hope you get out there and park it.